if I really was created in God's image, then when God was a boy, he wanted to grow up to be a man, a good man. And when God was a man, a good man, he started telling the truth in order to get honest responses. He'd say something like, "Dear Ted, my town sure is cute, like a bumper sticker, like God bless America bumper stickers. Judging by our excessive luxuries, those stickers really work. Now if we can just get God to bless the whole world." Alex Olson's bumper sticker reads, "I love my country. I just think we should start seeing other people." But my town doesn't always see other people, y'all. We're just too cute. Like the difference between what we say and what we do. Like the fact that violence in any form is sanctioned by the government as criminal or insane unless they're the ones who commit it. My town is cute in the way we worry about the gays, messing up our family values and the sanctity of marriage, yet we still let our children watch television shows like Wife Swap, The Bachelor, Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, American Idolatry, and Fox News. My town is so cute that, check this out, y'all. Once, over 11 years ago, there were some brown people. Boogity, boogity. They attacked 2 of our tallest buildings and killed a boatload of our innocent citizens. Kind of like we did, remember, in Guatemala, Nicaragua, Panama, El Salvador, Tanzania, Mozambique, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Hiroshima, Philippines, Kosovo, Bolivia, Angola, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Dresden, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Haiti, Indonesia, East Timor, Cambodia, Iraq, and my cute town pretends we never saw it or had it coming. So, in a perpetual attempt to save cute face, we've waged a war on terror about effective as the war on drugs. Yes, this is a true story. The first time my town saw the sky, it sucker punched us in the throat, left us breathless. So breathless. Goodness gracious. Well, welcome. What an exciting honor it is to be here at TED. My name is Buddy Wakefield. I'm a spoken word poet. I know. I too was hoping for Malcolm Gladwell. Or Eckhart Tolle. Love those guys. Been reading Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now for 4 years. On page 73. I keep getting lost in the moment. Dear Ted, thank you for inviting me to share an idea that will change the world. I accept your super intimidating invitation. And will now speak with this room full of innovative geniuses and renowned fancy pants about my awesome idea, which is not actually mine, but will in fact change the world. The idea is air. Everybody, take a deep breath through your nose and into your whole body. Go. Good, do it again. Okay, now y'all go ahead and continue doing that. Forever. You're gonna need it. The idea is to stay present. It offers an absolute reprieve from suffering. Pay attention to the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. Without judgment, inhale. The idea is to master our mind through the practice of observing respiration equanimously. Ted, this air that we share, this is our priority, not our backdrop. Drop your guard. The idea is to make it easy, to turn on the light, to establish ourselves in a universal, measurable, tested and proven technique for coming out of suffering at the root level. The technique is called Vipassana, Vipassana. Vipassana is a Pali word. It means to see clearly, to see things as they are, to observe reality as it is, not as you would like it to be. So, it is first important that you see Vipassana exactly for what it is. It's a word. It's a word that represents clear experiential insight into this moment as is. For those of you who may fear change or unusual foreign names, please take note. Vipassana is a technique, not a terrorist. It does not represent a religion, cult, blind faith, rite, ritual, or any other spiritual red flag foreign names may cause in the warring storyboards of your superior mind brains. Vipassana is work, the right kind of effort. It's a self-observation operation where mindfulness of breath leads to clearly observing and understanding the sensations that make up our personal biology. It's a practical, reasonable tool that must be experienced, not just rationalized. The idea is to incorporate Vipassana into our daily lives, to free our breath from the compounding stress overriding us. The idea is to stop holding on with your neck so tight, to let your head climb back down through your throat and into your body so you can see just how good you look when you're not compared to anything. Dear Ted, pretend inside your skin you've got a friend who's willing to give you everything you ever wanted in exchange for all you've ever been, because you do. The idea is that I am here today representing air. It's kind of a big deal, guys. And I don't want to mess it up, so you better not freak me out, Utah. I promised myself that if I freak out, I have to start breakdancing, and I don't even know how to breakdance, so we have got to get this right. Yes, Vipassana is a form of meditation, but don't worry, this isn't going to turn into hippie talk with Baldy. I'm not going to try to levitate incense cones or go whipping crystals around the room with my root chakra. Don't you dare let something as subjective as a cliche word like meditation rip you off from sustainable joy. We are better than that. Vipassana meditation is just an uncomplicated moral answer for eradicating suffering at the root level of the mind. Consciously give attention to your respiration and your sensations without arbitration. If your mind wanders off, calmly bring it back. Every single time. Start again. Go. I know. The answer seems way too easy. Good. Then turn off your miserable inner critic and finally start practicing. The continuity of practice is the secret to success. Just ask Malcolm Gladwell. I'm only a few years into this practice of staying present, this practice of not reacting to the distractions of the past and the future, the cravings and aversions that have been controlling my mind since I was a child. So I am fully aware you can still smell the bottom of the barrel in my family blood some days, and that the anger still leaks from the lines in my face, usually in the morning. But I am also quite certain, coming from the hard dark handed to me right at the start, how utterly, indisputably Vipassana has comprehensively nourished and given life to my health, my strength, my compassion, my clarity, my concentration, my awareness, and a thorough understanding of impermanence. Yes, there is still a whole lot of room for me to grow in patience, in kindness, in deed. And I am still releasing what's left of a very compelling need to be right. But there is not enough time in this talk today for us to compare hardships or the gold medals you and I both won in the decathlons of dysfunction. Listen, y'all, forgiveness is the release of all hope for a better past. Reverend Kathy Ann Lewis said so. She also said forgiveness is for anyone who needs safe passage through our minds. Dear Ted, let's let each other safely pass. Let's own ourselves completely. Tell me what it is you want me to own, and I will take it. Damaged goods? You bet. Hit or miss? No doubt about it. Misses important social cues? Occasionally. I'm dirty underneath the light. I'm pale on the backside of my bright, and I feel a little bit stupid about learning a language whenever I experience God, because that guy, so fast, my best friend can speak 6 languages. I still get pretty excited English took hold. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing my part on this planet. Sometimes I read without paying attention, hoping everything will just sort of sink in so that if I ever need the answers, like on a test, my subconscious will somehow pull through for me. I talk too much. If you see me being quiet, don't ask me what's wrong. I'm just practicing. I often wonder if anyone died because of the pencil I handed to a prisoner at San Quentin State Penitentiary. He stuck it in his pocket. The point is, you're sharp. There are things wrong with us. There are things wrong with me. But I do have the ability to split epiphanies with my face on demand. Hold me like a birthmark, awkward if you have to. I wander, so if you lose me, don't worry. After the big tsunami, the only structure still standing in the wiped-out village of Malacca was a statue of Mahatma Gandhi. I want to be able to stand like that, even after getting gargled and spanked and spit out by God. I want to know that I do not have to fall every time the sky opens up like a coin return to change me into little lines on maps, drawing circles around my blood, constantly showing the scars here in the shape of Gandhi on my planet, to show that I have been here before, and tonight it is not the last time we will see the light. Dear Ted, history is repeating itself in record time, y'all, and we have got to stop acting like nothing's happening right here, right now, with you at the breath. Y'all, this is my church, and if church is a house of healing, hallelujah, welcome, come on in as you are, exactly as you are. Have a look around, stay out of my porn. There are massive stacks of bad choices in my backyard. Clearly, I have not yet reached enlightenment beyond a few fleeting moments, but I'm trying, and I keep showing up, and I found something here I want you to have. It ain't much. It's just, the eternal answer, but it's all I've got, so take it. It's called free air. It's a practice, not a product, a process and an event. The idea is to participate in your existence, to contribute to psychological evolution, and to give the best of the goods to the kids, like an understanding that taking time for personal peace is not wasted time. Y'all, there must be at least one way to experience and practice life's most fundamental insights daily as a part of our public education. Since children belonging to different religions study together, thank goodness, this teaching must be a non-sectarian, acceptable approach appealing to everyone, like, say, breathing air. Listen, I'm not suggesting we integrate more opportunities to see clearly. I'm saying we have to. I'm saying it's time. We now have access to all the evidence. A trajectory of misery, at this point, it seems intentional. We are no longer unaware toddlers on the landscape of consciousness. It is no longer cute to crap ourselves. Dear Ted, I am standing like shoe polish on an overstocked shelf, hoping that one day, today, someone will pick me to make things better. This is not a showdown or a shootout. We are not facing off, but I can feel the rumble between dusk and dawn, as if the chance to come clean with myself will be outlawed unless I relax. I have heard that if you pull a bent breath through the second hole of a harmonica, tuned to the key of Georgia, while a train moves by in the tail end of dusk, there is a good chance you will finally know what it means to rest. We have not yet rested. It takes a long time to make love with someone who hates themselves. When I was asked to do this talk, I knew that healing was the one word I did not want to use. It is tricky to do a talk about the way to eradicate suffering without using the word healing. But y'all, healing is a wounded word. It identifies with the mind to keep coming back for more. Rising from falls we keep taking in vain just for a reason to stand. So I asked my friend Oliver Klump, what's a different word for healing? And without hesitation, Ollie said, staying present. As I suspected. Y'all, I have spent so much of this life eagerly adopting ways to heal all the things that I thought were wrong with me, when all I ever really needed was a technique like Vipassana, a grounded starting point, a safe home base, a little safety. I would have chosen safety every single day over the helplessness of hoping for a miracle. Hope is not a course of action. Dear Ted, do you remember that time we dressed up like electric whales and wrote out the sheet music to green lights using elephant engine kite strings strong enough to fly this ticking time machine right up and out of the Gospels of our junkyard ghost? Well, we do. It was amazing. Thank goodness, just enough that day filled the black hole in our chest with breath. And we were cooled in the jets and kept in the head. And to the people we love, we calmly said, listen, if you would genuinely like to get established in the practice of seeing clearly, the idea is to make it happen. There are Vipassana courses offered for free around the world all year long. Kids courses too. No pitch, no catch, done and done. Dear Ted, do this. Pretend we're on an airplane now, because we are. And that the cabin is undergoing rapid decompression, because it is. And that the oxygen masks have dropped, because they have. The adults now get about 15 to 20 seconds of useful consciousness to help themselves so they can help their children at 39,000 feet in the clouds. Y'all, we can stick anything into the fog and make it look like a ghost, but tonight, let us not become tragedies. We are not funeral homes with propane tanks in our windows looking like cemeteries. Cemeteries, that's just the earth's way of not letting go. Let go tonight, especially people who have mistaken passion for a solution. Let's turn our silly wrists so far backwards that the razor blades in our pencil tips can't get a good angle on all that beauty inside. Step into this with your airplane parts. Move forward and repeat after me with your heart, not your mouth. I am chin up, best foot forward, stick my landings, make love to me. Like you know I am better than the worst thing I ever did. Go slow. I'm new to this, but I have seen nearly every city in the world from a rooftop without jumping. I have realized that the moon, it did not have to be full for us to love it, that we are not tragedy stranded here beneath it, that if my heart really broke, really, every time I fell from love, I'd be able to offer you confetti by now. But hearts don't break, y'all. They bruise and get better. We were never tragedies. We were emergencies. So you go ahead, you call 911. Tell them I'm having a fantastic time. Tell every last one of them, tell my whole town, yes, you are the center of the universe. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here. So, as the middle of space and everything floating in it, it is your job to know that the emptiness is just emptiness. And the stars, and the flying rocks really hurt. But we gotta let them go, y'all. So let's let it all go from the get it all go, let God let it go. Leave it alone, let it pass, let it be. C'est la vie. What's done is done. Hang up on it. Land the plane. Don't get on that train. The bus has already left. This too shall pass. Shake it off. Cut your losses. Bust loose. Break free. It's water under the bridge. What comes around, goes around. Go around. Get over it. Get it together. Get a grip. Get moving. Keep moving. Move on. Move forward. Forward march. Stop. Drop it. Squash it. Please release. Relax. Spilled water cannot be poured back. Don't look back. Enough is enough. Stand down. Stay still. Be quiet. Yield. Quit dwelling. Forget it. Forgive it. Right now, as is. Nothing is against us. Our cravings for annihilation will be laid to rest. With the apocalyptic resentment and the compounding stress. And yes, said the answer. Yes, said the breath. The consequences are immediate. So when you breathe, you might try freeing both lungs up. Thank you.